Hi guys, it's AccioASMR, and today I thought I would tell you a bit about my hair care routine, and I thought I'd maybe brush my hair at the same time. I normally have a tangle teaser, but I can't seem to find that at the moment, so I'm not going to be using that one. However, the brush that I've got makes some really good sounds, which I think would be probably better than using the tangle teaser, but yeah. So yesterday I washed my hair, and I guess this is the weird part. Well, a lot of people might find it a bit weird, but I haven't shampooed my hair in about 7 months now, nearly. So it's kind of hard saying that, because whenever I've told my friends, they find that really strange, and they think it's just really gross. But the thing is, I still wash my hair. I don't just leave it. I do wash it. Maybe not as often as when I use shampoo, but yeah. So it all started when I started. It all started when I read an article. I can't remember which one it was, but I read an article about, like, it's something called no-poo, which I thought was quite funny, because I was like, no-poo, like thinking that it meant no boo, but it's like no shampoo, which I prefer to use. I think no poo sounds a bit weird. Yeah, so that is when you wash your hair with only bicarbonate of soda mixed with water, and so that's the shampoo, and then the conditioner is apple cider vinegar mixed with water as well. So I did that for about, maybe say about 4 months, and it just wasn't working for me. It made my hair really tatty. Like, my hair's like quite long, as you can see, it's quite long. So it just made it really unmanageable, and it just dried my hair out. It just was not working for me. I mean, my hair wasn't really that greasy anymore, well, not using shampoo, but it just wasn't for me. So yeah, then I used the no-poo method for about 4 months, and it just wasn't working, so then I moved on to a natural shampoo bar, which I've got here actually. So here is the actual shampoo bar, just kind of boring to look at, I guess, but it smells so good. This is the packaging. packaging, by the way. So I guess it's quite basic packaging, but I guess that's good because the amount of bottles that are used for every time you shampoo your hair, it's not the best for the environment. So I guess like a little piece of paper is a lot better. So yeah, anyway, this is, I don't know if you can see that, because I still haven't managed to work out the focus properly on my camera, but I'll read it out anyway. It's called J.R. Liggett's Old Fashioned Bar Shampoo. So yeah, this one's right. Hopefully I get this right. Jojoba. I never know how to say that. But it's jojoba and peppermint. And it says, because it is not a liquid, each bar offers the approximate number of uses as a 24-ounce bottle of most modern shampoos. So yeah, and it also says that it is minimal packaging, so it's earth friendly. But yeah, so this is, I forgot to mention really why I've changed my hair routine, and I'll read this out first and then it'll kind of help us explain. But anyway, it says no synthetic oils, no chemical concoctions, no plastic bottles, no detergents. This shampoo will not strip the natural oils from your hair, so most people do not need a conditioner. Yeah, so it says that the ingredients are, I'm going to try to say this right, saffronified olive oil, coconut oil, castor oil, fresh pure New Hampshire spring water with organic jojoba oil, almond oil and essential oils of peppermint for fragrance. So the first part kind of explained a little bit why I've changed my hair routine. If you look on a bottle of just regular shampoo, you will see that there is a lot of chemicals and things that I have no idea like what they are, and you just, because it's kind of like the norm to shampoo, well it is the norm to shampoo your hair, but you have no idea what is going on your scalp, and your skin takes in a lot of what you put on it, and I guess I just don't like the thought of putting loads of chemicals on my skin that I have no idea what they are. I'm gonna try and find a really good article about why people don't use traditional shampoos and conditioners, because they're really interesting and they kind of opened me up to like a new world of trying to use beauty products that are a bit more natural, just to protect your skin and your body, because you don't know really what you're putting in. For example, it might say perfume on bottles, but you don't know what that is. That could be anything. I don't think they have to say what sort of fragrances they might use. It could be anything. So, and there's two names that are really similar, but there's a chemical, sodium lauryl sulfate. I think it's that one, or sodium lauryl sulfate. I can't remember properly, but anyway, this chemical, we don't really know its effects on the human body in the long term. So if I'm using shampoos and conditioners which have this in, which most of them do, then I have no idea what it's doing to my skin and what it's doing to my insides. And I will link an article about, I think it's like 10 reasons why not to use sodium lauryl sulfate or something along those lines. But it's kind of scary thinking that you've been using that and all your family use it and you don't know why it's, you know what I mean? It can be really dangerous, I guess, when you read this article. So yeah, that's why I've changed. Like I say, I'm not the best at explaining why. Some people have wrote some really good blogs about it, but so other people will be able to explain it much better than I do. I did use that shampoo, the JRR Liggets, and it did work really well. My hair wasn't as tatty, but then I was going through the cycle again of, see, when you use those products, it strips the oil, the natural oils on your hair. So once it's stripped, your body feels like it has to compensate and produce more oils, and then you get into this cycle of washing your hair, and it seems to be getting greasier every time that you wash it. So you're washing it again, it gets greasier quicker, so you're washing it more. So yeah, I felt like I was getting into that cycle a little bit more with this shampoo. I think I used that for about 2 months, and I guess that isn't a majorly long time. So I'm trying to sort my hair out, but I just didn't like the way it was feeling. So I've went on to another step, another stage of my hair care routine, and people are going to be like, oh, that's so disgusting. But the way I wash my hair now is that I use water only. So I will only use water to wash my hair. So literally, when I want to wash my hair, go in the shower, and then I wet my head, put my head under the shower, and then I just kind of give myself like a head massage. Like, so I just kind of scrunch my hair. I do that for about 5 minutes. And again, somebody wrote a really good article about how to water wash your hair, and I'll link that as well. She was really good at explaining it, and she was a person who kind of made me think about just water washing instead of relying on shampoo bars. So yeah, I've been doing that for about a month now. My hair's not perfect yet. I need to give it more time, to be honest. But my hair is so much more manageable. Like, it does still get tight, well, because it is super long. I don't know if you can tell. I forget. It is really long at the moment, but it's just so much more manageable. And I'm enjoying spending more time on my hair. I have I've got like a big jar of coconut oil, and I use this nearly every day. This is just like a little tub, an old tub, which I washed out, and I just spooned coconut oil into here. So whenever I need some, I just kind of warm it up with my fingers, and then tiny little bit. It lasts for ages. So I'll just get a little bit, like, I don't know if you can see, just a tiny little bit. And I split my hair into two. And so I just rub it in. And I just go through my hair, just through the ends. And this helps making my hair more manageable. It's much easier to brush. See, that's probably a little bit too much for me. And, like, it warms up straight away. But yeah, you really don't want to be putting too much of this in your hair, because it'll make it look really crazy. I did that once by accident the first time I used it, and it took me ages to make it like look ungreasy again. So yeah, that's really good at like smoothing your hair, and I guess it makes it quite shiny. And it's really good for your skin as well. I have really bad dry skin on my face, and you just need a tiny little bit and just use it. You have to be careful about how much you use, because if you use too much, it can clog your pores, and that can make you get spots and stuff. So you literally need like a tiny little bit. for not shampooing my hair in about 7 months. I think it's doing quite well. Like, it might not be perfect, but I think I'm getting there. And my hair, literally, all I need to do is like brush it. I hardly ever style it. I don't hair dry it out, which is another point to make about the coconut oil. I wouldn't be putting the coconut oil on your hair and then straightening it or drying it with a hairdryer, because oil and heat might end up frying your hair, which is not a good look. Yeah, I forget what I was saying now. I think my hair would look better if I had a little bit of a haircut. I think it just needs a little trim, sorting it out. Oh yeah, I think I was saying for not washing my hair in about 7 months. Don't know if you can see, but it's not too bad for 7 months of not using shampoo. I don't know how relaxing this video has been, but it was something that I wanted to share. As I feel much happier that I've done this, and this is my new hair care routine. And maybe I can help someone else and allow someone else to learn about this thing that I'm doing. And I guess what I'm trying to do as well is try to be good to the environment. Like you'll read in some of the articles, like if you read some of the articles that I'm going to be putting in the description box below, that the chemicals that you put on your scalp, they're not that good for you or for the environment. So yeah, I might do another video like this if you've enjoyed it, because I'm also trying to change my skin care. So it started off with changing how I wash my hair, but now it's gone onto skin. Yeah, maybe I can do some like homemade beauty products that I've made, and they're all really simple. And maybe I can do an update in the future and in a couple of months' time, and see how well my hair routine is going, if I've changed anything. But yeah, so I'm sorry if it wasn't majorly relaxing, but hopefully it was. I know I haven't managed to get all of my hair in the shot, so on the brushing perspective, it might not have been perfect, but my hair's just that long that I think I'd struggle to get it all in. But I guess I can try again. Yeah, so I think that's it for me. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. It would make me extra happy. So I guess I'll see you guys later.